Good evening, everyone. This is Gardena Staff 1 acting as net control for the Gardena Disaster Communication Services Monday Night Net. This emergency communications net is held on this frequency Monday evenings from 1900 till approximately 1924 hours, so 25 hours. Before we start roll call, is there any emergency traffic for the net? Hearing no emergency for the traffic for the net, I've got a couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, again, we have a simulcast going. This week it's on YouTube, and I have sent the link out to everybody, and it seems to be working pretty well. Most people seem to have logins, so there's a comment section. So if you have a login to YouTube, you can leave a comment in the comment section, and I'd like all of you to do a second check-in on the comment section of our Gardena DCS live stream. Of course, this is the primary login, and so we primarily log into the repeater on our radio break. Next, I would like as many of you as possible to check in on the YouTube live stream in the comment section. And we have several members who have already checked in. Some numbers will be out of town, so they can listen to the repeater. If you're out of range, you can listen to the net. So this live stream seems to be working pretty well, and it's doing a decent job. Okay, we had last week we had a couple of events. We had the was that Fall for You All? I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Fall Fun for You All at Raleigh Park. There was a lot of photos and videos over on the Gardena Neighborhood Watch website. The chief was there, the captain was there, a lot of officers. Stephanie Santine was there, and they had a dunk tank, and they were throwing. The kids were throwing a ball and knocking officers and park district people into the tank, and it was a lot of fun. It was really fun to see all that stuff. There were kids who had a great time. Parents had a great time. So, yeah, GardenaNeighborhoodWatch.com. We got the video from that event. Next, we had the Cert car parade on Saturday. We went to 4 different locations, Cert member households, and we did a car parade. We had Captain Osorio showed up early to cheer us on and give us support, and then Officer Dixon led the parade with his police car with his lights, and he led us to different locations, and we unpacked our equipment, and we showed our wares and helped people from the neighborhood that would come out and learn more about Cert. So that was a lot of fun, and I have a video with a lot of photos up on the Gardena Neighborhood Watch website. So that was really great. If we do it again, I hope that more of you could help out and attend. Okay, I believe that's all the messages I have for the moment. Other of our operators may have some messages during the net, and that is awesome. So I will now start with the roll call. When your station is called, please respond back with your station ID, your first name, and approximate location. If you have any messages for the net, let us know, but do not pass your message until net control gives you permission. I will now start with roll call. LA County DCS at the Lomita Sheriff Station. LA County Fire Department, Anthony or Elliot.
Good evening, Anthony, LA County Fire Department, Utility 20 from Rosecrans and the 405.
Good evening, sir. We missed you, unfortunately, on the Cert car parade. Elliot was there. He couldn't be there the whole time, but he was there for our first stop, and he brought his truck, and kids like it, and it was really great to have him there. So that's just so you knew what happened with your cohort. So Elliot was there. Any messages for us, sir? Anthony, do you have any messages for us?
No messages.
City of Gardena leadership, Mayor Serta.
This is Mayor Serta checking in. My approximate location is Rosecrans Aviation, and I have one message for the net.
Awesome, Mayor Serta. Let's have your message, ma'am.
Just want to remind everybody that this coming Saturday is the Food, Wine, and Brew Festival at City Hall from, I believe it's 12 to 7 p.m.
Very good. The food, wine, and I don't know if they used to call it the cigar festival, but that's correct. That's coming up, and I think I may actually be there to take some pictures. And it was good to see you over at the festival over at Raleigh Park, not Raleigh Park, but Freeman Park. What did you think about that event, ma'am?
I thought it was a great event. The kids had a blast. And I think the adults enjoyed it just as well. So,
all right, ma'am. Good talking to you. If you could follow that link to our YouTube channel and put a comment in there, that'd be great. If not, no problem. Let's move on to Councilman Kaskanian. Are you there tonight, sir?
This is Councilman Kaskanian, approximate location Artesia Western. And I have one message for Ned.
Go ahead with your message, sir.
My message is I just want to thank you, everyone, including you, Stu, who came out last Saturday at Gardena Beautiful Day or Cleanup Day. And it was a great event. So we cleaned up pretty much the whole city. We went through the city with all the council members, including the mayor. And I just want to say thank you. That's about it.
All righty, sir. Good to hear from you. And, you know, one thing I didn't mention before to all of you is that we've had a couple of earthquakes lately. And remember, it's policy for everybody to turn on the radio and check into the net after a shaker. I know it's not possible for everybody, but when at all possible, I'm just reminding all of you that when we have an earthquake, please come up on the net. So, okay, thank you, Councilman Kaskanian. Appreciate you being there, sir. Councilman Tanaka.
This is Mayor Pro Tem Tanaka. I'm approximate 162 in Normandy. I have one message.
Please come forward with your message, sir.
It's a little bit early, but 16 October, Saturday, there's a combined event. Harvest Festival and the K-9 Police Department breakfast.
Harvest Festival and the K-9, what do you call it, a fundraiser, or what is that about, sir?
It's the K-9 pancake breakfast. Starts at 7, ends at 10.
All right, so I believe I have those flyers, and it was still a little bit of time out, so I will be posting them on the Gardena Neighborhood Watch site for everybody to see. So, okay, Councilman, anything else you want to talk about?
End of messages. Thank you very much.
All righty, thank you. Good to hear your voice, sir. Councilwoman Francis. Councilwoman Francis, please come forward. One more time, Councilwoman Francis, are you here this evening, ma'am? Okay, hearing nothing, I'm going to move on down to the Gardena Police Department. We have the Gardena PD Watch Commander. We got Captain Osorio. We have Sergeant Messina, Chief Staffel, Lieutenant Mike Sargent, and Officer Dixon. Are any of you available tonight?
Sergeant Messina's monitoring approximate location 162nd and Western. No messages for the next night.
Thank you, Sergeant. It's always good to hear your voice. There's nothing going on, nothing you can fill us in on here in the city of Gardena, sir?
Nothing super pressing. However, if you drive a Kia Optima or Kia Sportage or a Kia Forte, keep an eye on your car. For some reason, auto theft of Kias is skyrocketing at the moment.
That cannot be good, sir. I don't know many people who have Kias, but I'm sure they're pretty popular. I have a Honda Ridgeline, and no one seems to care about that, sir. All right, everybody. Thank you for Sergeant Messina for checking in. Anyone else from the Gardena Police Department? All right, hearing no one else, we'll move on down to Gardena Valley Baptist Church. Village Mobile Home Park, Elaine. Village Mobile Home Park, Barbara.
Village Mobile Home Park, Barbara. Location 17100 South Gramercy Place, Gardena. I have no message for the net at this time.
Thank you, Barbara, for checking in. We appreciate it. I kind of went out of order there by mistake. I'll call Elaine one more time. Village Mobile Home Park, Elaine, are you there tonight, ma'am? Okay, moving on forward, this is Staff 1 Stuart acting as your net control for tonight's net, which is being run from the City of Hawthorne Emergency Operations Center. Next we have Staff 3, Mary. Are you there, ma'am?
This is Staff 3, Mary Adam Robert Young, approximate location 145th and Gramercy, and I do have just one comment, please.
All right, ma'am, go ahead with your comment.
The Fall Y'all ice cream, which wasn't ice cream, it was popsicles, event at Freeman Park was a blast, just like everybody has said. Next time we're going to have the officers in the dunk tank, but everybody had a really good time, and that's the end of one comment. Second comment is, Stuart, could you please mention where the car parade went on Saturday? I know it was downtown, but I don't know the other location. Could you please tell us where the locations were? Staff 3 out.
Okay, Staff 3, you're putting the pressure on me. Yes, I think I can fill you in. We went to the Looney Bin in central Gardena. It was Richard and, I believe, Carol. The Looney Bin, that was pretty cool. To Ray and Dewey's house, so Staff 4 Dewey, George 222, both Cert members. We went to their house, and they had the kids there, and it was lots of fun. Let me see what else we had. Give me a second here. You know, I think I'm going blank on the last two. Ray and Dewey, and, and then, of course, it was the Looney Bin. And, you know, I'm going blank on the other two people. I am so sorry. Someone will fill me in on that. Does anybody else happen to remember the other two locations we went to?
Gardena Cert 02, Cindy.
Yes, Cindy, where were the other two locations that we went to? I don't know why I'm going blank except for old age. Can you fill us in and maybe put your 2 cents in?
Okay, so we went to Looney Bin, we went to Dewey Ray's, we went to Hector and Virginia Burgos, and to Mildred District 3.
Okay, I don't think I ever made it over to Hector's, so that's why I don't remember that one. And Mildred, I do remember, but gosh darn it, I forgot her name. So yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that. You want to talk about it a little bit while you're here?
Sure. I just want to do a shout out to Officer Dixon, who was there for the entire time with leading the patrol and our caravan parade to all these 4 different homes. And it was really great. The weather was great, and we had a good time. We set up booths at each of the 4 homes, break. And we gave out literature packets, and though there wasn't a lot of people that came by, we did sign up people for our upcoming Gardena Cert class. so that was really great. And even children came to the booth, and we also shout out to Elliot for making time to come out as well. So it was a really good time. I want to thank all the CERT volunteers that came out to help, and they worked so hard, and we had a really good time together.
Okay, Cindy, very good. You know, I'll count that as your check-in if you don't mind. And you know what? You made a good point. I put up a video of Officer Dixon. There was this little child completely dressed up in a fireman's outfit. He looked great. His parents really had a great uniform on. He really wanted to see the fireman. And unfortunately, Elliot, firefighter Hoffman, couldn't make it to the later stop. So Officer Dixon got the kid outside. He gave him a tour of the police vehicle. The kid was beaming left to right. I mean, the kid was so thrilled with Officer Dixon. I have a video of him on the Neighborhood Watch channel. You should all see. Okay, let's continue with the check-ins. George 214, Bill. George 215, Flo. George 216, Deb.
This is George 216, Deb at 156 in Crenshaw, and I have no messages for the net. And Flo is just here and said she was going to be on, so maybe she'll check in late.
Alrighty, and then there's always the YouTube link that I sent out that you could check into. And for people that are going to be out of town, you can always keep in touch with us by listening on our YouTube link. George 218, Travis. George 223, Barry. George 224, Diane. I see that you guys have checked in via the comment section on YouTube, but if you're there, please check in over.
224, Diane, David, Ida, Adam, Nora, Edwards. Approximate location 149th and Gramercy, and I'm checking in again for George 223 and George 224.
Excellent, ma'am. Like I said, I see you on your comment section. You checked in on YouTube. It is awesome, ma'am. Appreciate that. George 225, Bianca or James. George 236, Wendy or Nick. They are dealing with some stuff tonight, but they did check in via text, and we appreciate them checking in for us. Okay, we are now going to be checking in with the Cert teams, and Gardena Cert 01 Jose and 010 Anna. They checked in via the YouTube check-in link. They're out of range, but they checked in via YouTube, so that's great. Thank you for checking in. Cindy, Cert 02 Cindy did her check-in. Cindy, you wanted anything else you want to do, Cindy, or should we keep moving?
I have one more thing.
Okay, Cindy. And by the way, I did see your check-in on the YouTube link also. That's great to do both of them. We have Cert 04 Virginia.
This is Cert 04 Virginia, approximate location 168 Morendo, and no message for the net.
Thank you, ma'am. If you could follow that link I sent you to check in at YouTube, that'd be awesome. If not, it's not the end of the world. Let's Cert 06 Gary.
This is Cert 06 Gary, George Adam, Robert Young on, let's see, it's approximately Normandy and Artesia. And I believe Cindy had one more message.
All right, I didn't hear her whole transmission. Before I go back to Cindy, Gary, you really were working hard with that Cert Caravan. Do you have any comments about the Cert Caravan that we did on Saturday?
Basically, it went well. We had a few glitches, so there's a learning lessons learned from this, and we'll get better at it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Cindy, Cert 02, did you have more of a message there that I didn't copy?
Yeah, sorry, Stefan. I do have one more message, and I just want to let everyone know about our upcoming Gardena Cert training class. Will be on 3 Saturdays. It is a 21-hour free Cert class taught by LA County Fire, and it's going to be on October 30th, November 6th, and the 13th from 9 to 5 p.m. And you have to attend all 3 classes in order to get a certificate. And you can sign up with me, or just give your name to Stuart or myself. All we need is your name, address, email, and phone number. And there's a few other things, but we will give you that information once you sign up.
Okay, Cindy, I assume you're going to send me all the literature so I can publicize it?
Yes, I will do that this week.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, Gardena Cert 09, Barbara. I see that she's checking in via the YouTube link, but Barbara, are you on the radio tonight?
This is Gardena Cert 09, Barbara. Boy Adam Robert, Boy Adam Robert Adam. My approximate location is 138th and Budlong, and I have no messages to the net.
Thank you, Barbara. Gardena Cert 012. I know Michael was out of town. He texted me. But Mike, are you back in town?
Gardena Cert 012, Mike. Mary Ida, King Edward. Approximate location, Narborn at Pacific Coast Highway, and I have nothing for the net, and have a good week.
Thank you, Mike. Were you able to follow the link for the YouTube for the broadcast?
I'm afraid not. I'm off thumbs when it comes to using the computer.
Oh, okay, we'll work on that. Gardena Cert 014, Richard. Animal Cert, A Cert 01, Megan. Hawthorne Cert, Henry 201, Dennis. Henry 202, Jim.
This is Henry 202, Jim, John Ida Mary. Approximate location is 135th Street and the 405 freeway in Hawthorne. I have one message from Net Control.
Go ahead, sir.
Just wanted to confirm with you that I am going to be taking the 2 amateur radio classes November 6th and 13th, and the test will be on the 20th. And I am going to pick up the study material ahead of time from Walt. I appreciate you letting me know about it. I'm not sure what Sam's status is at this point for the classes.
All right. Well, maybe you can get together with Kenny and see what his intentions are, and that would be great. So thank you, Jim, for checking in. We also saw you check in via the YouTube link, the comment section. So this is starting to work fairly well, and we appreciate it. Okay, Hawthorne Cert Henry 203, Kenny, you there? Hawthorne Cert Henry 203, Kenny. Hawthorne Cert Henry 221, Sonia. On 556, Dennis. The County, Tom 109, Michael. Okay, any later missed check-ins? Any later missed check-ins before I close the net?
This is George 222, Ray.
Good evening, Ray. I've had you guys checked in from your YouTube comment section, but good evening.
Good evening, Staff 1. I'm glad that worked and that you saw my check-in online. So, yeah, well, we have no messages. We're near Hawthorne and 182nd right now.
All righty, very good. Good to hear your voice. Are the kids and everybody else doing great?
Yes, we're doing very well right now. We just finished. We left the gym, and we're heading home and we're picking up some McDonald's.
All righty, that's something I think every parent has done way too many times. So, okay, thank you, Ray. Any other later missed check-ins? All right, negative contact on that. This has been Stuart, Staff 1, Sam Tom Union, Adam Robert Tom, acting as net control operator for tonight's Emergency Communications Team Net. We want to thank all operators for participating in this evening's net, and the net is now closed, and the frequency is open for normal use. This is net control, and I am clear.